My friend Charles has a super terrific 30-gallon aquarium with what he calls parrot head cichlids. I've heard them called parrot cichlids. I hadn't heard the head part, but that might be a common name for them. It's actually a hybrid of a couple of types of South American cichlids, I do believe. Very popular fish in the hobby. And 5 goldfish. The largest 2 previously I had at my house in a 75-gallon, but it tended to gobble up all the food, so I thought they would be happier in Charles' possession. There's the orange one that I purchased as a feeder goldfish at my local pet store. Now it's a full-grown, bright, happy fish. I'm glad it found a good home rather than wind up as food for an Oscar or something. And that fancy long-fin goldfish Charles actually acquired when he purchased his 72-gallon bow front tank. It was one of the inhabitants. And here recently, Charles got some very fancy goldfish with long finnage and some steel blue in the body. There's one of them going toward the center. So, for plants, Lucky Bamboo seems to do alright. The goldfish and parrot cichlids don't devour that. Charles does add Salvinium minima to the tank on a regular basis. It's growing like weeds in other aquaria, and these larger fish gobble it right up. But in the process of adding the Salvinia, he inadvertently added some frogbit mixed in with it, and surprisingly, these fish don't devour the frogbit. I'm not sure if it is so tough or just has a bad taste. So that plant is also taking off in this tank as a floating plant. I tried a couple of times to keep frogbit in my aquarium with no success. It simply died off, but here in this tank it is doing quite well.